Seela Sanyeye from Tanzania. I'm working with an organization called Pilot Light Development Organization. I'm a Maasai woman, and I'm going to talk about Maasai life. Maasai and their families keep cattle in Kiteto, Simanjiro, Longido, and Ngorongoro district, which are the traditional land of Maasai in northern Tanzania. Maasai depends solely on their livestock, cattle, goats, and sheep. And keeping livestock means pastoralists need larger land, opening areas for land. Natural resources like spring water, salt link, and forest which trees to provide medicines from lives, barks and roots for both human and animals. In the past, Maasai live and herds their livestock in Serengeti without any distraction of conflict between wildlife and people. There was a piece in Maasai we called it Kiserian and Amani in Swahili between the pastoralist and natural world. In Maasai, Serengeti means a larger plain, flat plains, but now Maasai are forbidden to graze their cattle or even to live in Serengeti. Those days in Ngorongoro, the Maasai are still living and heading, but they create pressure because Ngorongoro Crater is a national conservation area. And the tourism brings in millions of dollars per year. The presence of the Maasai is now in conflict with national interest and conflict between wildlife and people. Those lands suffered from long-term droughts due to climate change and were grabbed our national parks, wildlife management areas, hunting blocks, larger and small-scale farming. Because of this, many of the pastoralists moved south to the region of Morogoro, Tanga, in each pasture and water. Mobility is also important for pastoralists to be able to overcome diseases. In traditional hunting lands, pastoralists head arid and humid areas for grazing land. They have a natural calendar in their mind to know when to move from one place to another. That calendar is now a burden dream because larger open space areas of pastoralist land are now cultivated, turned into wildlife management and conservation areas. Larger farms, mining areas, towns and cities. Together, those factors are changing the relationship between pastoralists and their natural environment. In the past, Maasai were confident of how to survive a drought environment. They inherit knowledge from past generation, really on their freedom of movement, and they take care for their land and natural resources. Maasai are natural conservationists. Those days, with climate change, loss of open spaces of land, forest, and natural water sources. With education and change in roles of men and women, traditional knowledge is not enough to survive. Changes are coming very fast, and without this traditional of livestock, land and natural resources, pastoralist societies are becoming impoverished, with women mostly vulnerable. Without head of poor to own head and land, some Maasai women are running to cut down trees, making a digging charcoal themselves. Then the women sell the charcoal for a little as $50 per bag. This is not a natural part of Maasai women lives and leads to overwork, poor health, and harassment of forest preservative officers. As a result of this rapid change, more and more people from pastoralist communities are becoming forced to abandon their cultural practices. And in some cases, men and Moran, young men, are looking for work. And this movement to the cities is caused by massive wave of poverty in families and increase of HIV. Young men and elders leave the families and take up to the responsibility of children and homestead. But women have no ownership, productive means like livestock or land. Presently, in the Maasai district, more than 80% of this population lives below the poverty line, where traditional Maasai pastoralists were prosperous and self-reliant. Solutions. In an effort to create policies to address the effects of poverty and climate change and support women, Pilot Light Development Organization, PLIDO, has established a women's development department called the Light for Women program, which I coordinating. Presently, Light for Women is implementing programs that support small-scale entrepreneurship, projects like grinding mills for women groups, a small business for individual women, buying and selling corns, tea leaves, selling fruits and vegetables. Microfinance loans, share a goods project, securing title deeds for women plots. Light for Women teach women various things such as especially land tenure rights, gender rights, rights for their children, climate change, environmental rights, and rights to health and safety. Some techniques developed to run pastoralist activities can be used to address the challenges of climate change. However, long solution will require investment in development projects that are conducive to sustainable development. Solution will also be required that focus changes in national policy, including promoting regional cooperation to provide the rights of pastoralists. The core staff of Pilot are professional social development practitioners, and experience working with pastoralist community in some social organizations. Holistic health, livestock management, land tenure, natural resources management, and staff are pastoralists from Maasai district. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for your time.